Welcome to G. Haller's Beer Reviews. This is my third review wearing the same famous beer shirt. And today, well, mind you, I only took this probably an hour after my last review. But I thought I'd do two in one go because I got a bit of catching up to do with Jez and Swillengrog because they're way ahead of me. So I thought I'll get two done in one day. But as you can see, I will be reviewing Murphy's Irish Stout. So this comes in a 500 milliliter can and it's 4% alcohol by volume. I actually saw this at the Dan Murphy's store, my local Dan Murphy's store recently, and it was in a little section like winter warmers and it was on special. It was about $11 for four, which is a lot cheaper than usual. It's quite expensive usually for what you get. I know you get Guinness much cheaper. I quite like Guinness. I drink Guinness a lot. I haven't had Murphy's Stout until recently. I had a couple during the week, but I haven't reviewed it, obviously, so this is the first time I've had a chance to review it. I liked it when I had it earlier, so I say I like it again. So without further delay, let's get on to the review. I actually have an iced Kilkenny glass here. I have a Guinness glass as well, but I thought, I didn't want to start a war between the Irishmen. Having Irish heritage myself, I know that the Irish can be very passionate people, and the history of this is and Guinness is quite territorial. So I thought I'll remain somewhat neutral. I know this is still affiliated with Guinness, but it's a separate beer, so I thought I'd better not use my Guinness glass. Anyway, we'll crack it open. As you can hear, the nitrogen widget there. It's got the same nitrogen setup as Guinness. Now for the pour. And as you can see, it's very beautiful and thick. The amazing things about these beers is the head actually grows on it due to the gas in it. As you saw, it was very minimal head, but I'm sure give it a couple of seconds it'd pick up. So I'll just get the rest of that in there. It's gets caught under the widget a bit, but as you can hear, the widget in there. Let's put that down there. But we'll just let that settle a bit. But that looks gorgeous. It's that cascading effect. It's like a beer waterfall. It looks fantastic. It's just dropping down really well, and just looks really inviting. As you can see, the head's growing. It's over one finger now, 1.5. And I'll just let that settle for a few seconds. Turn it around somewhat. As you can see, it's settling quite nice. As for the appearance, it's very dark. You won't see anything through that. It's quite thick and very dark in colour. It's lighter once the gas is going through, but as you can see the bottom, it's quite black. But it will get that same colour throughout the whole beer once it settles. As for the smell, yeah, you're definitely picking up that roasted malts. Yeah, definitely the roasted malts. Coffee, chocolate as well. Maybe a little bit of caramel, but coffee and chocolate and the roasted malts, or from the roasted malts. That's the flavour it's obviously giving. I read on here that one of the stout web pages I looked at, they said that Guinness and this hand in hand in most people's opinion who like stout, but this has a more coffee flavour and chocolate flavour. So anyway, speaking of that, why don't we try it and see what it's like. Cheers. That's good. I like my stouts. I'm a big stout fan, and that's really nice. It's got that you can taste the roasted malts, and which is like a chocolate and a coffee flavour. Not much sweetness to it, a little bit, but it's the bitterness is more pronounced than the sweetness. Let me have one more. Yeah, definitely that coffee and chocolate taste. Bit of a lingering bitterness in the palate, which is nice, and I expect that of a stout. So that leaves that bit of a bitter aftertaste, which you'd expect, and it's not unpleasant. It's nice. It's a real great bitterness to it. I'm really enjoying this for a stout. It's really good, as you see with the nitrogen gas. The head just remains there. Very nice on the tongue. It's unique sort of feel. If you've ever had this type of beer, it's very similar to Guinness, the same type of feel. But if you're used to drinking other types of beers like lagers and that aren't. Yeah, so what I was talking about there, sorry, was the mouthfeel. I had a bit of a technical issue. It stopped recording for some reason. I don't know why it does that. But anyway, I'll get onto that. So getting back to the mouthfeel, yeah, if you drink your lagers and usual types of beers, this can be a little bit different due to the gas type. But it's a very nice mouthfeel. It's something different. And if you've had Guinness before in that with a widget can, it's very similar to that. So what would I give Murphy's Irish Stout? Well, before that, I'll just to my fellow Aussie beer tubers. I know Jez likes black beer, so give this a go, mate, because I know you'd like it. And for Swill and Grog, I'm not too sure whether you like stouts or not, but mate, give it a go. It's a very smooth and easy drinking beer, great flavour, and I like the bitterness in it. It's really bitter in a good way. It's very nice. So Murphy's Irish Stout, I'll give it 9 out of 10. It's a fantastic stout, and you can't go wrong with it. If you pick it up, for a cheap price, if you're grabbing something else and you see a 4-pack, which I did with the plastic rings around it, and it's on special for, I think it was $11 I got it for, just grab it because you won't be disappointed. It's very nice. 500 milliliter can, decent size. It's well worth it. So 9 out of 10 for Murphy's Irish Stout. Take away the Kilkenny logo, but happy beer drinking, and I'll talk to you all later. Cheers.